I just won silver place in this week's SideBite Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive Box Stock Races.
On your mark, get set, go! Good, early drop. Good enough. On your mark, get set, go! Clean drop. Out. One.
Too much battery.
Two.
Whoa, look at that. That's good.
Three.
Whoa! That would have been my demise right there.
Four, final lap. Second, third. Congratulations to everybody for coming out and racing with us. Let's grab some pictures.
Wow, I'm number 2. Against stellar competition, I prevailed and won silver place in this week's Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive Box Stock competition at SideBite. Yes, SideBite is a DXN-style racing center. It is the East Coast DXN, folks. So this is where you could race your cars, win prizes, yes, and help build the Mini 4-Wheel Drive community on the East Coast. Pretty cool. So yes, as you see, the people on the podium, all of the people around me, we all had mock frames. Yes, mock frame city, everybody. Pretty cool. And the gold place winner of this week was in fact a Korean mock frame. But this was pretty fast too. It's just that Korean mock frames are just faster. That's it. With those low fricks tires, can't beat them. Yeah, pretty cool. But they do course out easily on certain tracks. So yeah, you just have to be careful with them and don't amp up your battery voltages too much. Now, in the very beginning, my son and I were racing, and we basically took a very conservative approach to our batteries, and so we didn't want to like blow by everybody and stuff. We just wanted to make sure that we stayed on the track and that we were stable and solid. And then as successive rounds happened, then we amped up our juice a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more to see where we can go so that we could be very, very competitive in the races. Now, every one of the finals for the specific lanes, I made the cut with one or both of my cars, and my son did too. So that was pretty cool. Very, very cool. Finals time came, somebody had a little bit more battery power, a little bit more juice than we had, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just the way the ball bounces. But in the end, I prevailed, silver. Yes, pretty darn cool. So yeah, this is my mock frame here. I removed a lot of the parts in the cowl so that you just have the main part of the cowl. I consider this to be like the spine, like the skeleton, the spine of the mock frame. So this is the essential part of the cowl right here. And all the other parts kind of like connect onto this one spine piece right here. Pretty darn cool. So my other car was in fact the Asia Challenge Avante. Yes, the very new Avante. And look at this. This is red, white, and blue. Perfect for today's July 4th festivities, don't you think? Very, very cool. This was a fast car too. This was speedy around the track, especially around the straightaways. It just was so smooth. It stayed on the track, no issues. Even with the 2 double rear rollers here, it never once hung on the track. Yeah, pretty darn cool. And yeah, funny thing is, I raced a lot of VZs in practice, and they just didn't fare as well as the AR chassis cars, yeah. So there is a new car that I'm going to unveil next week for AAA Hobbies, and yeah, it's pretty competitive as well. In fact, I think it's probably going to be at least as good as the Asia Challenge on AAA tracks. Pretty darn cool. So yeah, this week, SideBite, first time ever racing at SideBite. Very cool, and yeah, it was so cool. I got to bring home a wonderful, wonderful trophy from SideBite. Very, very cool. And yes, my son did very well on his heats. So my prizes at SideBite. Second place gets you a plate, a carbon plate. Very, very cool. And also these low friction, low profile tires. I was actually eyeballing these while they were like sitting there. They were like hanging there right on the shelf right there. Yeah, I was eyeballing these. Yeah, very cool. And there are a whole bunch of things that I got in this bag here. I purchased a whole bunch of stuff today from SideBite. Let's take a look at what's inside. So, first thing I bought right here, I saw this. This is the VZ chassis set, pastel blue. So, so cool. Do you like the Penguin Racer? I do too. And it's got a pastel blue VZ chassis. Yes. And so this is like that. Very, very cool. And what's this? A 1mm gauge. I've been looking all around for this and finally found it at SideBite. Very, very cool. So they have a lot of things that other stores don't have. So it's pretty cool to like go there and just see what they have and buy the things that, you know, you can only get in Japan. So yeah, Latif, the owner of the store, has connections with people in Japan, and so he can bring in some really, really cool stuff. So here, we have here small diameter, low profile tire and black plated 5-spoke wheel set, Asia Challenge. And here, I really, really like these blue tires. Look at that. I didn't even know that this was black metallic until I like looked at it more closely. I didn't care much for the wheels because these wheels are usually like offset in the back, right? So they have the wider stems. Some people like those types of wheels. I don't, but yeah, I like the mock frames where they have all narrow, right? So yeah, it's a preference in my case. So here we have, 72 millimeter hollow shafts. Very cool. Yeah, hard to come by sometimes. And what else? Another one? Yes. And what else here? 19 millimeter aluminum ball race rollers. Red. Yes, and these are in fact, yes, red ones. Very, very cool. Limited edition, of course. Asia Challenge ones. Yes. And what else do we have here? We have here Sierra Grease, HG. And Latif in the shop says that this is the grease that he swears by. He feels that it is better than the molybdenum grease. And yeah, I'm just experimenting with both of them to see if they're any better than the F grease that I've been using all this time. So, what else do we have here? Side mast damper set for MA chassis. It's got those 2 heavy blocks in it. Very, very cool. And last but not least, cool. A Tomica Avante Junior Black Special car. Very, very cool. It's a miniature car. It's not a car for racing. It's a car for your shelf. And yeah, it's a miniature version of this very popular mini 4-wheel drive car. Very, very cool. And a lot of you know that I've named my car Black Pink because the color is black pink, and it was a winner at the Quaker Cup. Very, very cool. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Now let's take a look more at some of the goings on at SideBite.
On your mark, get set, go! Clean truck. 2 close to call right now, Claire and Matthew up front. 1. Grant on the hunt for second. Claire still on 2. Claire now white and red, mock frame coming around for lap number 3. Nice and steady, Matt and Grant on the hunt. 4. We're looking for Claire in lane number 3. Winner, get set, go! Strong start by everybody, too close to call, but here comes Randy. 1. Claire and Mark on the hunt. Claire's through the lead. Here comes Mark on the inside. 2. It is AR chassis versus MA chassis coming through the S section right now for lap number 3. Claire leads them around. 4, final lap. We're looking for Claire in lane number 1. Winner.
Hello everybody, so we're here at the fabulous SideBite, and yeah, we did box stock and tune class racing. Pretty cool. So my son and I did these categories, and we entered our cars, and yeah, I ended up with this. SideBite box stock, 2nd place. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, nothing in tune class, so yeah. But we were close. So that's all that matters. Our cars were stable, solid, they stayed on the track. One was rather slow. This is the winner of Outcast's race, and unfortunately it wasn't fast on this particular track. It was kind of slow, but it was stable and solid. That's pretty cool. And here is my Speed Demon Hellboy, but unfortunately it wasn't Speed Demon today. There were much faster cars available, and that's pretty cool too. So Matthew's car is here. Blue Jay was also very fast as well, and we were doing lots of different things to try to make it faster and faster and faster. We were getting there, but unfortunately at the very end, did it course out? It coursed out, so it made it too light, basically. So here, too heavy?
It wasn't too close,
Oh. So here we have, yes, this happens to be the 2nd place winner, Spider-Man 2099, the white costume. Yes, pretty cool. So my prizes included a plate as well as wheels. Very cool. Or tires, that is. Very cool. And my other, well, this is Matthew's entry. Yes, very cool, very cool. Another mock frame. Oh, it looks like it got crooked. Maybe that's why it didn't. Yeah, but this was formidable. It was like keeping neck and neck with everybody. Unfortunately, we have to change the chassis. Take a look at this. It's like crooked. Yeah, it's very harsh on the front there. So we have to like change this. And the other car that I raced, look, this is a 4th of July special, isn't it? Red, white, and blue. Very nice. This is the new, what is it, Asia Challenge for, what, AR chassis? Yeah, it's an Aero Avante Asia Challenge. Pretty darn cool. So this was a pretty fast car too. Wasn't the fastest car, but it was speedy enough, and on the straightaways, very, very fast. Pretty darn cool. So yeah, lots of very serious competition here. So this SideBite with the wooden 5-lane tracks, you can't find this anywhere else outside of DXN, and DXN was the one who owned this track prior, so pretty darn cool. So yeah, this is here, Hamilton Township, New Jersey. Very, very cool. It's near Trenton, and yeah, open every single day of the week, 12 to 8 p.m. Thursday nights, racing events, pretty cool, and pretty soon, Sunday, and yes, 2 weeks from now, about 2 weeks from now, my Summer Cup special, Liberty Cup. Very, very cool. Come one, come all, join the races, compete for prizes, yes, and bragging rights. So everybody, if you like this video, please slam the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody, see you, bye.